The Kim Porter case is reportedly being looked at again after her ex, Al B. Sure, spoke out and said he thinks Diddy had something to do with her death and even tried to unalive him, too.
I posted some information that was, basically trying to save my life. And thank goodness to my ex, the wonderful Kim Porter, the late Kim Porter, who, kind of warned me all along the way to, just kind of watch your back, so on and so forth. And I didn't understand why.
Because of Diddy.
Basically.
In a new interview with Fox 5 New York, Al B. Sure talked about his new memoir, Do You Believe Me Now, and made bold claims that connect Diddy to both his past health issues and Kim Porter's sudden death in 2018, which he never believed was natural.
Do you believe that she died of pneumonia?
Absolutely not.
Why? What evidence do you have?
She was in the best of health. We just saw each other prior to her passing. We were actually celebrating our son's new Netflix Christmas special, and she was doing just fine. In fact, we were all at the event together at Netflix in the lobby. Sean, myself, the children, all having a great time, and I'm, grabbing Sean like, what? And she's in the back going, stop,
Is Diddy suing you or threatening to sue you?
No.
No?
I have the truth.
As for Al's own near-death experience, Al said he's absolutely sure Diddy tried to unalive him in 2022, right after he began speaking up about how suspicious Kim's death was.
So you were in that coma in 2022. You had the liver transplant, you had the tracheotomy, I mean, all that stuff that went on.
Multi-system organ failure.
Yeah,
60.
Right. Have they figured out what happened yet?
We will. It was the most expensive PR campaign against me to shut me down. If you actually knew what they did to me, there was a bounty on my head, there was a bunch of stuff.
So do you think specifically then that Sean Diddy Combs or people affiliated with him did something to you that caused you to have multi-organ failure?
I believe this to be the case, yes. Absolutely.
Wow.
Now to give you some background, Kim and Diddy officially broke up in 2007. And while things seemed friendly at first, they reportedly fell out after Diddy found out Kim was writing a memoir to expose what she went through with him. Tragically, she never got to release the book. On November 15, 2018, Kim was found unresponsive in her LA home and pronounced dead at the scene. She was just 47. An autopsy later said she died from lobar pneumonia and ruled it a natural death. But Al B never believed the official story and spent a few years quietly struggling with the idea that something shady might have happened. Then, in July 2020, he opened up publicly, posting an old video of himself crying along with a message in the caption that read, "I just found this footage from the morning I learned of Kim Porter's murder and how it ripped the soul from my physical body." Al B also added, "I do know very clearly that Kimberly didn't just check out all of a sudden over pneumonia. That's some BS." And then Al put the hashtag, "Don't let the love songs fool you," seemingly alluding to Diddy's tributes to Kim. And while he later deleted this post, fast forward to November 2021, and Al decided to speak out again, this time posting a throwback photo with Kim and their son Quincy, with the caption, "She sent me this saying, life imitating art, art imitating life. Now it all makes sense. She told me other stuff too. She was running. I said, call the FBI." Al B also added in the comments, "You would never believe what she went through." But here's where it gets really sinister. Just a few months after he shared that post, Al B was rushed to the hospital for a mystery medical emergency. Doctors were completely confused since so many things went wrong at once, and Al ended up in a coma for 2 months, undergoing an organ transplant, multiple blood transfusions, intubation, and being put on a ventilator. And get this, he later revealed he had fungal pneumonia, which got people talking, especially since Kim Porter's death was also blamed on pneumonia. Naturally, this set off major red flags, and many fans started speculating that Diddy was involved. And now that Al B has come out and said he absolutely thinks Diddy played a role in both Kim's passing and his own medical emergency, people are calling on the authorities to investigate both cases. One fan commented, "I believe Al B sure. His story has not changed ever. Justice for Kim Porter." And someone else wrote, "Diddy tried to unalive him. Protect Al B. Sure he's not lying?"
Just got messier. Two well-known O-Block members, Muna Duke and Young, got dropped in a drive-by, and before their bodies even hit the morgue, 63rd was already online, bragging, dissing, and straight up celebrating the hit.
Pop outside, we outside, man. Where y'all at? Feel like that. One of those victims was brought here originally listed in fair condition. As to what led up to that shooting, officials say that is still to be determined.
This ain't no drill music beef. This is real street politics spilling over into social media, and it's nasty. Let's talk about how this all went down and why this might be the start of something even worse. So, O Block's Muna Duke and his homie Young got caught lacking in the middle of the night, 1:30 a.m. on the 6300 block of North Broadway, right outside Pork Chop BBQ. And this place, known for late night vibes and even later liquor, reports say a car slid up while they was chilling on the sidewalk and let loose. Straight drive-by, bullets flying, bodies dropping. Daryl Givens, 28, aka Muna Duke, got hit multiple times, pronounced dead at St. Francis Hospital. Young, 31, took a shot to the chest and died at Weiss Memorial. A third dude, 36, got hit in the back but made it out with his life, for now. Now here's the wild part. Chicago PD already got camera footage from city pod cams. Word is, the shooter might have been in a stolen car. So y'all know what that means. The feds are watching this real close. If you've been following this war, you know these names already. Muna Duke wasn't no clout chaser. He had a lil moment when he pressed them two Philly YouTubers filming in O Block. Y'all remember he walked up like, "Why you trying to get content over here?" That clip made rounds. But after that, he fell back. No interviews, no noise. Just private moves. Young was even quieter. Dude ain't have a single interview out. No public drama, just loyalty to O Block and silence. And that's what make this hit so crazy. These weren't loudmouths. These weren't the face of drill beef. But still, they got caught. Now some people online say this ain't just about streets. It's about that cursed hip-hop media couch. Yup, that same couch so many rappers sit on for interviews and then something bad happened to them. Von Cash. Now Muna Duke.
He ain't never put a belt to ass in no more day in his life. I don't really take people like that serious, man. You gotta know him, man. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers like me that been around, that I know every motherfucker.
But here's the most disrespectful part of it all. Before the bodies were even cold, 63rd jumped on Instagram and Facebook going wild. No shame, no code, just straight up self-snitching and celebration. FBG Young, FBG Cash's brother, got up 6 a.m. sharp and hopped online laughing at their deaths, posting smoke emojis, talking about "I love when ops die" and daring anybody to say something. And when people tried to call him out, he doubled down. Straight up said "shot," followed by an emoji. And it wasn't just him. Instagram comments lit up with usernames, and it looked like 63rd members were having a party. Back in the day, street dudes at least kept it quiet. You handle business in silence, but now it's a race to self-snitch. It's the self-snitching Olympics. Who can post the fastest? Who can say the wildest thing before the feds screenshot it? These dudes airing out hits like it's a live stream. And while 63rd celebrates, other voices, like people pushing peace, are begging them to chill, hoping it doesn't reignite the war. But it's too late. That spark already lit. Let's be real. Muna Duke was tied in deep. He didn't need to diss nobody publicly. Just riding for Vaughn, riding for O Block, and that alone made him a target. And remember that time he took a call from Muwop on camera? The same Muwop locked up for allegedly unaliving FBG Duck? That clip's been out there. Muna was on interviews staying loyal to him.
I would say this my boy Wop on the phone. He gonna be back soon, man, you know? Do you want to say something or nah? I said, do you want to say something?
Now, this is deeper than diss tracks and YouTube blogs. It's a war, and the scoreboard doesn't lie. If you want to stay tapped in as this unfolds, you already know what to do. Like and subscribe so we can keep breaking this all the way down.